Hello everybody, welcome to more D&D behind the screen, which, given that this is a live stream, you're pretty much always going to be behind the screen, or in front of the screen, whichever way you want to look at it.
We're behind the screen, they're in front of the screen.
That's a good point.
Exactly.
Or maybe we're in the screen. Have you considered that possibility?
Oh,
Not for long.
On the screen.
no wonder I've got visual snow.
Let us out.
We like
So,
bringing this all out there.
so, we've got the usual players. So that is Kangafango.
Good night, everybody. Hello.
Good night, yes.
Good night.
Well, good
It's night.
Good night. Is actually, if you read some of the old, like, Sherlock Holmes books or older books, good night.
It's good
night.
evening.
Well, good night was used in the same way you would say good morning or good afternoon as a greeting, not just for saying goodbye.
So when has that changed?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
just changed over time, but once upon a time it was used just as regular greeting. So good night, everybody.
A fair night to you.
Yes, and we've got Emmy Chu,
Hello.
and we have got Willis,
Howdy.
and we have Mr. W.
We? What do you mean we? You speak in French or something?
Mon ami.
Oui.
Yet. So, I suppose it's time to
Rumble!
introduce the characters.
No, ready to rumble, it's time to tumble. Yeah.
That's the
Yes,
one.
that. So, Mr. W is first.
I'm playing Arkan Fenwick. I am an elf wizard. Initially, I'm here to help sort of strike a deal between the gem trade of the island and my patron, and I'm hoping to get a cut in that deal. But his priorities have shifted to other things ever since he found out that he had been chosen by Skral to help the rebellion. So finding out more about that is his prime. I nearly said prime directive. Is his prime?
It wouldn't
is
be
his-
wrong.
is his prime objective for the moment.
Yeah.
Well, that and finding out what happened to Carl.
Oh yeah.
Well, what happened to Carr should be quite easily ascertained.
Well,
Okay, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and somewhere in there, Mimus Brothers as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have Willis.
The half elf
House elf?
war priest. Yeah, I'm only the left half is elf and the right half is human.
oh
Kind of like that guy from the one episode of Star Trek.
Yeah.
yeah.
See, that's why I'm prejudiced, because most half elves, the right half is elf and the left half is human.
What was that
So,
episode called?
yeah.
Let that be your final battleground, or
Or last battlefield, I think.
yeah, Last
Oh, yeah.
Battlefield, or something like that.
But
But
anyway, I now was just exploring and venturing, and now I've pretty much become the group veterinarian, constantly having to heal the bird that keeps getting wounded.
Hey.
All of those lava wells.
Oh. Aw.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have said bird.
Hello. I play Car. I always feel like that's such like a thing, like in an interview for a movie. Like, yeah, I play Car. I was recruited, but no. I am. Well, Car is a archer aircopter. There's always a tongue twister for me. And he is here trying to find what happened to a dear friend who is no longer of this realm.
Was Carl given a surname?
No, we don't have surnames in this.
Oh, right.
Have you ever
Yes,
heard?
yes.
Yes.
Well,
You only
It's
have lady
certain-
names.
It's Sir Ka. Sir Ka, the bird knight.
Heck yeah.
yeah.
And then we have
Mima Jolina Phalor, who is a gnome druid whose brother has gone missing in the... Was that the capital city? I think it was.
Mm-hmm. Shard's Calling.
Yes, Shard's Calling. Has been captured for supposedly stealing the councillor's jewels, and Mama wants to set her brother free and set the record straight about, well, him not really stealing the councillor's jewels.
Okay, thank you very much. And I've just realised that I don't have Twitch chat open yet, so I need to quickly open that.
So if you... I've got it here.
Yeah, everybody entertain the viewers, please.
I'm reading chat.
What?
Yeah,
I'm trying to draw on roll 20.
I just have a
and
feeling
it's
we're going
just
to
not working.
we're going to go strolling into some new town and walk into the bar and see
Draw on.
Mima's brother sitting there wearing the crown jewels.
Not the crown jewels. Okay.
It's not working.
I have no idea. I haven't changed anything.
Permissions?
I've not changed a thing.
Is
No,
this
it's
showing
I'm
up?
trying to use.
Is this showing up for
Sorry?
anyone? I'm trying to draw. It's showing up for me.
Where are you trying to draw?
Toward
I
the
see
left.
that. Yeah. Let me see if I have my.
It's bizarre. The VPN.
Oh, that down there. Yeah. It was just... It wasn't showing up, and then it all showed up at once, and then it all vanished at
Strange.
once.
Yeah, I deleted it.
See if I can.
The
I don't know.
VPN.
No, not VPN.
Okay.
Performance and thingy.
Oh, you mean like the hardware
browser.
acceleration?
That's the one.
Maybe. Shard, is this here in chat?
Am I?
Apparently.
Hmm.
Rimspath. Hello, Rimspath.
Hello.
Hi, Sharadice. Hi, Tyson. I said. Hi, Kango. Hi, you, Rimspath. Yes. VGR. Hello, VGR.
Hello.
Let's shout out Sir live. Thanks. VGR. Lisa. Tubba's got a new personal car today. Boy, she picked one hell of a car. Hi, VGR.
I'm sure that
Hi,
she did.
Alice.
So,
Sure.
with us stumbling blindly forwards,
Indeed.
I'm gonna try to figure out, why does Eliza always call you Sharadicer? Because you're more Sharadice than the other Sharadice?
yes.
So you're Sharadicer?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Or
Sure, dice ever.
Or are you the Sharadicest?
Paradise Server.
Well, those two aren't mutually exclusive.
I don't know.
So,
Where is this thing?
Is this? Do you mean on Discord or
I don't know.
Roll20?
Jamie,
Firefox.
yeah.
Jamie, roll a perception check.
And nat 20. Source, trust me.
Trust me, bro.
Then you should have found it already.
Performance settings. No. Use hardware acceleration when available. Yes, please. I'll just move it.
So,
Or maybe if you reconnect it to Roll20, if it's still not working. I don't know.
it could be as simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give it.
I mean, we've had a lot of
Oh.
issues with Roll20 in the past, off stream.
Yeah. Good old roll 20.
Yeah.
So, last time, Car had a brief encounter with a monster and was enchanted by that monster.
Don't call Arkham that.
I can call
yeah.
Arkham whatever I want. And was enchanted by that monster to no longer be able to speak coherently. Which, yes, you should have actually gotten a save for that, but I wasn't in the GMing mindset when we started that stream because I just come fresh from
it was
Minecraft
fun.
mods, so yeah.
Nope, still not working. Gosh darn it. Sorry,
Strange.
I will complain quietly.
It's not that.
Yeah, I have no idea. Does the drawing work in other applications? Like, is it
Yeah.
an issue in the website or?
I think it's the website. 'Cause I'm trying to do different. No. Don't worry. It's just me wanting to do it all whilst we play.
So, after that, it took a while to sort everything out. However, the information was transferred eventually. And you got a lovely soup. And everybody went to sleep. And in the morning, you realized that the drapes which you had closed had been open, even though everything was locked from the inside. Also, you had heard strange voices in your head in a language that you could not understand, but that sounded wet and slippery and things like that. Yeah.
The rats in the walls are talking to you.
Of course.
Bruno?
What do you do?
So then
Probably
you went down to the main tavern area and had a bit of a conversation while waiting for breakfast when a certain individual by the name of Ingrid Finchweed approached you seeking information, which he got. And then you sought information, which you also somewhat got, with the help of Mima's magic.
Charm person.
Which almost he walked out of range of at the very end of last stream. However, you eventually picked up on the fact that he was about to walk out of range, and
your little no-nil legs sprinting across the bar.
Exactly. And I believe that is where we last left off.
Exactly.
we also found out that he was employed by Skrull.
Yes, indeed. So, eventually, breakfast is ordered for those who have to pay for this. You pay, but since you've already got rooms, meals are included in that. So...
Or not eggs for breakfast.
Yes, that's a good point. So, Finchweed pays.
Ah.
Don't be so surprised by it.
Sorry, no.
Not every NPC is a skimp on money.
Hey, I spent money on my kids.
I said NPC.
Oh. Yeah, I can't think of something that begins with N. Okay, go, never mind.
What's
Normal player character. Whoa!
There's no such thing. So, eventually Mima and Finchweed return to the table. Unless anybody else would like to have a private conversation before they return? Yes? No? You're not you. Not you because.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
No. Okay. So they return, and the food is going to be brought fairly soon. At that point, I do need to roll for weather. So again, the higher the number, the more intense.
First roll.
It's a 1. So it's
Hey,
nice
lovely.
and sunny.
Okay.
Right, so sit back down, all at the same table, and Finchweed sits down in the seat that he sort of clumsily got and squeezed in before.
Oh yeah.
And so sits down and then says, it is nice to sit down on a chair after a long night of staking out things and places and weird goings on.
Right.
Mm.
Yes. So what were we talking about before we went to the bar?
I believe I want. Oh yes, I wanted to see if you had any more information about these strange shadow creeps, as I've dubbed them.
Shadow creeps inside. I need to write it down. Nothing that I can recall other than it being most alarming. It seemed to be made of smoke, which I think is just common knowledge if you have seen it yourself.
They're just so difficult to track down. They appear at almost like random positions, random places throughout the town and surrounding area. It's so tricky.
What did you name them again? Sorry.
I've dubbed them shadow creeps, although that name
Shadow
hasn't
creeps.
really caught on yet. I've been trying to use it in conversations, but it's
No,
not really
I
caught
think
on.
I think it suits rather well. They're shadowy and they definitely are creepy.
See, that's my thought process.
Yes, I mean, I wasn't even there, but they're definitely creepy.
Yes, I know.
So you haven't found any patterns with the sightings or them attacking people.
Just at night, pretty much after sunset is when they start to appear. They seem to, either there are different species of them, loads of different varieties, or they're just really unpredictable. Because, I mean, I've jotted down lots of reports, and he looks to go get his journal of his bag, but then thinks better of it, says, that would take a while. Suffice it to say, they're just... Some people claim they look like giant bats, others claim that they look like hooded figures, other people yet claim that they are more leggy.
Mine looked man-y
Yes.
and then
It's-
handy.
And also, they sometimes... People with encounters sometimes have really strange magical effects afterwards. Like, some people report being teleported short distances. Other people report, lots of different effects.
Well,
It's just
Well, the
so
teleport-
frustrating because it doesn't seem like there's any thread through them.
the
Well,
tele-
I had a bit of a communication issue afterwards.
He raises an eyebrow.
Right.
Yes. Even to myself, I sounded cuckoo cachoo.
Oh, right, so that's when that happened.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, I
you
did not. Yes, I did not have a chance to tell you. Sorry.
Okay, so everything was fine until you attempted to communicate with this shadowy creature, and that's when you couldn't really speak at all, right?
You
No,
tried to
when I
talk
was
to
trying.
it?
What
did it say?
Actually, yes, I did, didn't I? Yes. It didn't really say anything. I tried to say that I thought it was maybe a young person, young being of the area, and I thought maybe they're just playing a little prank. So I said, I come on out, and it came on out.
Right. It didn't make any noises whatsoever.
No.
Nope. Also, Mr.
Okay.
W, did you want to say something?
I would, but I'll wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Says, it's just in my reports, I've only been able to put in the same things over and over again, and I feel like I'm not making any progress, and I'm sure that Mitan is feeling that I'm not making any progress, and I really don't want to lose this income. It's really quite important at the moment. I can't afford to lose that, but is there anything more I could put in my reports that it's anything?
Well, we've spoken to a gentleman known locally as Old Cranel, a dwarf who frequents this tavern.
He's right over there.
This fine
I
establishment.
was gonna say,
He's
is
the
he,
one- He's passed out under the table over in the corner.
No, he's passed under the table. Passed out under our table. He is the
We just-
table.
We just glance below and he's there.
It's like
I look,
you just set up the chairs around his sleeping past out dwarf.
I look
Paying
around.
by the hour.
I look around. Is here now?
Nope. You are the only. You and Shane Groom are the only people currently in here.
Okay.
Even Elia Goldmark and
Sorum.
are both not.
Upstairs.
Yeah, they're both not downstairs yet.
Okay.
If I understand it, old Cranel might have. Well, I don't know if he's hired out of room, but he certainly lives here. The validity of them is to be questioned. Not because I am sure that he is a good human. That he's a good.
A good human.
He's not. I'm sure that he's not a liar, but by the sounds of it, he's just.
He might exaggerate a bit.
Rather than experiencing a lot, he's heard a lot of stories. And your statement about one of the instances,
Yes, I am.
one of the effects of contact with the shadow creeps, you said that teleporting short distances, if a person made contact with them, yes?
Yes.
Well, the main sort of story that Cranel told us before he realised that he could literally go on for hours, it was a story about
Monsters.
getting out a book and look at it.
I didn't know you knew our Cochrane.
Psst.
What did I say?
About how a lantern lighter came into contact with that kind of being, or at least something similar, with many legs, and described it as being shadowy and sinister. The lantern lighter came into contact with this being, and then woke up locked in the pantry.
None of you told me this.
I believe you were there.
Yes, right.
Yes, but you could have told me.
Oh, that was I.
It was a very late night. I'm sorry.
So,
You're forgiven.
as I said, validity-wise, it's not ideal, because by the sound of it, he's only heard a lot of stories, but old Cranel could probably give you quite a bit to go off on.
Yeah, he's the old retired gem miner, isn't he?
I didn't know he was a gem miner.
He's a dwarf, of course. That's not in character. That's not in character.
Thing? Was
He didn't tell us a lot. He only told us
I'm not.
stories.
Did he tell us? Out of character. Did he tell us or not?
I don't
didn't.
believe he told us.
He didn't,
Gem
and
miner.
you didn't ask.
Okay. Right. Then I'd say that.
I take it that you've spoken to him then.
Briefly, he's got some good connections with some of the traders who take the gems up from Gemhaven down to the ports. But most of his stories, I mean, even for my research, most of his stories seemed really rather outlandish. But maybe there's more validity to them than I first thought.
I believe he mentioned that a personal friend of his had once had an encounter with a similar being.
A close encounter of the third kind.
Yes, right.
With loads of potato salad, yes. So,
No, mashed potatoes.
sure,
Close enough.
mashed potatoes. You're right.
Yeah, true.
So,
Been a long time.
yeah, he kind of sits there thinking for a bit. Goes, well, I mean, at this point, anything that I can fill my reports with is appreciated. It feels like, I don't know. It's probably nothing.
Go ahead. What?
Oh, go on. Yes.
Please, sir.
Oh, it feels
some more.
it feels like, on the one hand, I'm tasked to research this and to find out information about these strange goings on and to get to the bottom of them, but then on the other hand, I don't get given any resources. And when I ask for them, which Mitan clearly has available, it just won't teach it. It feels like I'm trying to do something, but I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm supposed to do it, if that makes sense. It's...
Yes, I do believe our companion upstairs has expressed the same.
Companion?
with gritted beak.
Right. What?
Yes, Arkin? What is it? X-nay on the Sorum scale?
One thing I do know about the spell that was cast on Ka here last night. It wasn't. It didn't have anything to do with nature. It was a lot more twisted in that sense. Like the thing that caused.
One
Ka
second.
to speak.
And gets out his thick journal, opens to
Didn't
a
you
certain
already tell him this
page,
last time?
and then
Not
starts
him.
scrolling
No.
down.
That's pretty much it already. I'm sorry, but
Well,
I know
of
that it
character.
wasn't. Yeah,
Go on.
I mean, I already
Okay.
said it pretty much. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say,
And
out of character, Sorum said that he didn't get any resources from.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
but out of character, I'm not sure. I mean, he doesn't know about Sorum being here at all. I'm not sure if he even knows Sorum.
That's
So-
why I sort of said, you know what, is it X-nay on the Sorum scale? What's going on?
Yeah, but
I think he's just a bit. I think Arkin's just probably a little bit quiet. With you,
I thought you
yeah.
coughed.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in character.
Okay.
Yeah. Companion, that's his name. Companion.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
also, I've not experienced much of this, but from the little I have, it seemed to be the shadow creep that Arkin experienced. Not Arkin, that Ka experienced.
Oh.
Was more similar to older eldritch magic that has long since passed than modern magic.
Now see, this is a really useful avenue of research that I could go down if I had access. But oh well.
If you're asking for money, we don't have any.
No, not money. Literary access. Books are so rare to come upon here, and I know certain people who have vast libraries, but they just won't. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's like Arkin.
Hmm?
Don't you like your books?
Well, I'm a mage, yes.
Yes. So can mage? I ask you if you can. Do you have any books?
The only books I have are spell books. Unfortunately.
I like a librarian also says no.
You didn't pack your library and bring it with you?
No.
Wow,
What
terrible.
else? What else is in that big sack then that you've been carrying around?
Isn't that a sack of holding?
Let me tell you. Let me hang on. Let me tell you.
No.
There it is.
10 hours later. Okay. So at this point,
Where did you say that we could find you?
he said that he is staying at the Hayshed boarding house.
Think of the shit.
Yeah, which is kind of on the edge of town, which is where you were
That-
originally supposed
That's
to.
the one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say that's the one that
Mm.
Sorum tried to get us to stay at
Uh-huh.
Which Mama already saw.
Mhm.
because he had some kind of deal worked out with the
With the owner, yeah.
the caretaker or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, the old man comes with
Oh, yeah.
your breakfast.
Mhm.
It's mostly comprised of fresh fruits and what looks like sort of pastries with cream and honey on top and
Dang.
different things like that, and it's
Everything but eggs.
Yeah.
as far as you know.
Well, being as your... Hang on, let me know that.
I was going to say something I've forgotten. Dang it.
We're going to say caca.
Well,
You were gonna insult Sorum again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, hold on a minute.
Here he comes.
Well, if we do find out anything, I'm sure that we'll let you know.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And if there's anything I can do for you, then please get in touch.
Gold, please.
Right.
Car, have you told us that your curtains were open when you woke up?
I don't go around talking about my curtains.
Out of character.
Once he's gone.
Actually, the curtains, that could be like an Eric Cochran, like euphemism for wings or something like that, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not the.
I don't go around talking about my curtains.
Not the human equivalent. I'd say maybe when he's gone, because it would have been like, thinking about suspicious things that had happened, and then, oh yeah, the curtains.
So also out of character, before he leaves, what about the spell? Because once he's out of the radius, he's gonna realize and he's gonna rush back.
Yeah, and remember,
Like, what?
remember.
What did you hooligans do?
And remember. He remembers that he was charmed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because if not, that wouldn't be an issue at all.
He remembers that he remembers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do remember that I was charmed.
You cast the
Wait, no,
spell.
this is out of character.
Yeah.
You cast the spell. You cast the spell
I
as your problem
know,
now.
but I didn't plan ahead.
But we're a
Good
party.
point. That's a very good point.
I know, but like that was the thing with the other when I tried it the
you
other
made
time
me
as well.
I mean, it's really useful though. I mean, you've gotten quite a bit of information,
It
and you might be able to
is.
get a bit more. So yeah.
Mr. W, we are a party.
Yeah.
So,
That
yeah.
damn gnome up to her tricks again.
At that point, you realize that the old man who brought the food is still standing there. He's got his
That's
hand
what I was
open.
gonna say.
So
That's what I was gonna say. Sir, what's your name?
My name, Maxan Groomer, at your service.
Maxan?
Maxan Groomer Jr.
Is it Junior?
Generic old man.
I
My
can-
name?
I can tell. it's
Generic
Junior.
old man.
Maxan
looking-
Groomer Jr.
Maxan, like that.
Well, there you go. I presume roll 20.
Thank you. Junior, very important.
Yes.
Yes, you can tell that you're a junior.
Yes,
Very nice.
It is usually customary to leave a tip for the service. And he locks eyes with all of you for a good few seconds.
Arkin,
Put it on Soren's bill.
Right, well, this is my first time visiting
give it-
this
I'll
this
give it-
town. Like, what is customary here? Like,
Yeah.
how much?
Arkin,
About 2 gold pieces.
this cheeky son.
Just in total, or?
Fine. I'll give him.
This is
Five?
5.
No, not again. I'm not giving him 5.
This again.
Oh.
Okay, I'm giving him 2 gold pieces, and I've also got.
That's a little.
He
That's a
goes-
little high considering a room costs less than that.
Yeah, he goes away and goes, I can't believe that worked.
So,
I'll try this with every customer.
so are you genuinely giving him 2 gold pieces?
I'm giving him 2, and I'm also giving him 3 copper pieces. Just
On
so
the
No,
house.
insight
So
check,
that we're
insight
gonna
check, insight check.
3 copper pieces on the house.
I mean, Mr. W already said and confirmed that he's giving it.
Yeah.
So give it
It's
over.
only 2 gold pieces. It's
Yeah, so
fine.
he takes it.
Only 2 gold
He
pieces.
takes it. And he bites into it on the side. And just, these are real gold pieces. I'm rich! And he starts running
Oh,
back
what a
towards the
sweetie.
kitchen.
As he
says,
throws
"Shame!"
his
Apron.
And
he
he
throws
shouts
his
at-
apron on the counter and says, "I quit.
Yeah.
I'm retired."
And he dashes off.
He goes run back shouting, Shane! Shane!
Oh,
Going
what a
back.
sweetie.
I tracked him.
If he says that, there is. Hang on,
He
there's,
doesn't say I tricked him. That's what
there's
Kango
a
said.
thunder.
That would
He
have
tricks
been
him.
so
There's,
good though.
if he tricks him, I'm going directly to the center of this pub and I'm casting Thunderwave. Right? Do you understand me?
It's like, son, I've still got it.
Hmm,
Price to get people to leave us alone. Anyway,
that doesn't happen.
I don't think that was the correct amount of money to give back.
Yeah, considering what a room was a couple, like 5 silver a night.
Our sweet rich boy.
No, so on the first
Boy.
floor it was 1 silver a night. On the second floor was 5 copper a night.
Yeah, a silver.
You just tipped like 100 quid or something.
I look at.
It's that first in all over again.
For comparison,
What's
at the Wise Pearl Bathhouse,
I
a
don't care about comparison.
deluxe bath cost 1 gold piece.
I don't care about comparison.
Yeah, that's like
What's
a 50
Ingrad's
quid,
reaction?
yeah.
Deluxe bath.
Mm.
It's like you don't
What's
have a
Ingrad's
good
reaction
sense
to it?
of. You don't have a good sense of the worth of things.
Hmm.
You can
You know,
tell
I-
that you are a new
I just.
adventurer with not a lot of experience in the world.
You
I
know,
just-
Arkan, people typically charge for like hugs and such, and you know how yesterday you tried to give me a hug.
No. No.
What's Ingrad's reaction to this?
He's just kind of sitting there looking
Oh, yeah, is
down, trying to stay out of the situation.
is he still here?
Yeah, he's sitting at the table. Like
Okay.
Ingrad is still there.
He's just
Ingrad.
sitting there staring
Yeah.
down at the floor, shaking his head.
These dang rich people.
As you kind of look over to him, he says, "Right, I appreciate all of the information you've given me, and I've got to finish my shifts, and then
Right.
I've got to report back to Matan. I'm glad that I've got some interesting information. Should I credit you for this? I as a scholar, crediting sources is very important. Should I? Yes, I definitely. And he.
Oh, no.
No, you're fine.
I just.
Yes.
So I'm out of
No, you're
character.
fine.
Out of character. So where is the rest of the power? So are we still sitting at the
Yeah,
table?
you're all still at the table.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want to be credited.
Good.
fine.
Okay. So he
Okay.
writes in all the bits that Ka gave, and he
Oh,
asks for spelling.
Have you forgotten who his employer is?
Are you
and that his
giving-
employer is watching us?
Are you giving a pen name, Car?
No, Car of the Free Winds.
Okay. That's interesting.
Have you forgotten who his employer is? And the fact
He's not interested in me.
he knows that you're with me. At the very
Does
least.
he? I don't think so.
Yes, he does, because someone said so. Someone knows him better than most people.
And Soren wouldn't lie, would he?
Soren spot him.
Right.
But yeah.
So.
So
You don't need to credit me.
Yeah, don't credit him.
Oh, but it would. Very well. Anything for an
Thank
old
you.
friend.
Oh.
I'll just say
What will you
anonymous.
call an old?
Just anonymous. There we go.
Very well.
Dan Annons. You know me.
I swear someone said this to me.
Yes, I promise. It's my friend that
he's-
lives out of town. No, you
as
can't
he-
see a picture of him.
As he's noting that down, I'm gonna look over the car. Do you think at some point you could take us to where you were attacked and see if we could find anything there?
Yes.
Where I
mean,
was attacked, and points to the side where the hole was.
yes, it was a bit dark, but I can do my best.
Lovely. And did anything else happen in the night, or?
Yeah, well, I assume one of you came in and opened my window.
Your door was locked.
Yeah, your door was.
Yep.
I just assume one of you came in, maybe with a key.
No. I think it was the curtains that were.
Unless some of
It
us
was, but
sleep.
that's I don't know. IRL, I could call it opening the windows because it
No.
lets in the light.
Unless some of us sleepwalk, I don't know how that could have happened.
No.
Honestly, none of you opened.
No.
Opened my curtain.
Never. Don't you have a key?
Well, my curtains were open.
Your room is on the ground
I
floor.
would never
Strange.
presume to open a bird's curtains without asking first,
Thank you. That is a gentleman right there.
and at least buying you a drink.
Thank you. I'll take water on the rocks.
See, yeah.
Yes, my window was open,
Right,
and
and
by
your
that I mean the
curtains-
curtains
Are on the inside or on the outside?
inside. Who has curtains on the outside?
Right.
Mm.
Good point.
Maybe it's a gnome thing.
Yes,
Maybe go in it.
It's a sign to show the openness and trust in your community.
Being as these are magical creatures,
Hold on.
some
This gives a whole new
some-
meaning to the word community watch.
oh god. Being as these seem to be magical creatures, I think it'd be helpful if I I'm trying to come up with an in-game word for arcane check.
See if the vibes are checking.
What?
If the vibes are chicken.
Yeah, if the vibes are vibing.
I'm gonna do. Yes, I think it would be if these are indeed magical creatures. I think it would be a good idea if at some point,
Tango's suggestion.
if at some point one of us went in there and sort of checked it to see if there are any remnants of magic.
Tango's suggestion, Mr. W.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So then,
So would you be all right with that?
Or go to your room and get your arcane tricorder.
Arcane tricord.
So would you be all right with that, Carl?
Yes.
It might tickle a little bit.
So I believe the plan is go into Carl's room and check the curtains and check for any sort of sign of a disturbance. And go to the place in town where Carl was attacked and search for much the same thing.
So out of character. So quickly. So he
He's still here, so I assume he's
Ingrid-
noting this now.
So Ingrid was about to leave though, right?
well, that's what he said, but he's currently still sitting there.
Okay. So we're still all sitting together, right?
Yes.
So hold on.
I like to imagine that
Yeah.
that Mima would just follow him to as far away as she can, and then just bolt back.
Yeah. Just
You may be onto something there.
you heard and saw nothing.
I never existed.
I'm a figment of your imagination.
Like those ghosts.
Who's ever heard of gnomes?
30 foot, okay. So how large is this room? So the bar area. Is it like a large area?
Yeah, it's a fairly large area. It's definitely larger than 30 feet.
Okay, that's good. So can I still concentrate on that spell while Okay, sure. That should be fine. So we're all still sitting there?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. So okay. Sure. Okay.
Right. So as the conversation's going on, at one point Ingrid says, "Oh, but I've been sorry. I never offered my services properly. Is there anything that I can help you with?
You can promise your future help should we need it.
If you could promise not to get mad
Mad?
in the near
Whatever about?
future. Exactly. Can you keep that mindset on you for maybe the next 20 minutes.
20 years.
Oh,
He comes
God,
in, he's like an older man. Ah, the time's run out.
I
I
can be
realized
mad.
what you were doing as you were doing it.
So, because I don't know what
No, you
you
got the
think will
promise.
happen, but
Say you promise,
Just keep an open mind.
and know that we did. You look. You are happy, yes,
yes,
and we have
yes.
not offended you,
No,
and we have not harmed you,
no.
and
I
we
don't-
have been
where
helpful.
are you going with this?
No. I just for the next like 20 minutes, can you promise not to be angry at anything that we say or do
Or did.
or did?
I
Just please
you,
say.
you're friends,
Old friend.
so I don't see
Thank
why I
you.
should be mad. But
Okay, can you say you promise? Promise, please.
DM.
No, not distract him right now.
Yeah, DM.
so yes, Mr. W.
I'm going. Can I say, if you'll excuse me, and I'm going to go back up to my room.
His arcane tricorder.
Okay, sure.
If you'll excuse me. Yeah.
Says,
I'll go back up to my room.
says, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very well. I
It's one at a time. We all excuse ourselves and go up to our room and leave
Just everyone.
Mimo alone with him.
Leave mine.
Yeah. Even the ones who work here, they also leave.
Yeah.
So Arkin leaves, goes upstairs.
Okay.
Is Solomon out of his room yet, or is he?
Not yet.
Alia?
Elia, not either now.
Just does he promise?
He says, oh, fine, of course. Sure, I promise. I won't get mad at you for the next 20
Thank-
minch Such a silly
Thank-
promise.
It
Also,
is,
I'll
but
also
But in 21 minutes.
I'll put in a good word for you at my employer.
Thank you very much. And you know about you mentioning that all the things you mentioned about your employer and how you shouldn't really be telling that to anyone else.
Yes.
Well,
What?
we'll promise we won't. If we do ever meet your employer for whatever reason, we'll never mention this to him. Ever.
Thank you.
It will be as if you never existed.
It is a promise as well. A mutual promise.
Oh, well, this has been really lovely. Thank you all very much.
You're very
Yes.
welcome.
Please do feel
Yes,
free to
if we
check
ever
in.
if we ever meet your mentor or your employer, we won't mention that we charmed you and got confidential information about his operation.
Please say
Oh,
that isn't in
is-
character.
Is this in character?
Please.
No.
Please.
So he stands up and says, well, I've still got actually, yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, I've got one more night of reporting, and then I'm off to meet Matan to give the report, and I'll put in a good word then.
Right. Well, thank you very much. Out of character. So I'll just say what. Actually, no. Not out of character. I'll just say what I'm doing. So, Mama.
I am standing up.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, go
If
ahead.
you put in if he puts in a good word for us with his employer, then we talk to his employer later and say we've never heard of him.
Oh, God, yeah.
But he won't because he's not going
Although-
to be charmed.
I mean, he could have met. I don't know. That
But
is a
he won't-
point.
But this is what he's saying whilst he's charmed. I don't think
True.
it applies.
Yeah, like if this spell out of character. If the spell recedes,
Hell.
he will know what happened, so he probably wouldn't do that anymore because he'd remember it. So that's just what he's saying now.
Yes.
So Mama gets up as well, stretches out and says, "Oh, my limbs are achy. Right. Well, I should get a nice morning walk in as well. Actually, Ingrad, how about I accompany you to the boarding house?"
Oh, well, thank you very much. I love some
Get the
company.
bomb out of here.
I'd love some company.
That's lovely. Right, off we go then. Everyone,
Take the
I'll see you
bomb
later.
elsewhere.
Okay.
Ingrid thinks to himself, boy, this gnome is really coming on strong. Am I that hot?
I mean, it is warm out. It's a nice sunny day.
It is a nice sunny day.
It's just the sun.
It is just the sun.
Okay. There's just one sun, right?
Just one sun.
Okay.
Oh, you are.
Hey.
So,
Not necessarily.
the two of you leave.
Not necessarily.
Out of character. How long has this spell been going on for now? Like
At this-
how?
At this point, I'd say maybe half an hour,
Okay.
something like that.
You
So
have
you've
time
still
for a
got
date.
plenty
That's
of time.
good. Okay, that's great.
So,
You have time for one last date.
the two of you leave and are on your way to the Haitian boarding house.
Okay.
And while you're going, what's everybody else doing?
Can I look out my Can I look out my window and see if see if he's gone? Like, is my window in that position?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Okay. So I can look at him. I can see he's gone.
You can. Yeah,
And
you can
then-
see that he and Mima are walking down the street, chatting.
I'm then gonna come out my room and go back and sit down.
Okay, so you climb out the window and no. Yeah, so you come back down the stairs.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to finish your breakfast, so I did.
Right. So, what's the plan then?
I thought you were going to go into my room and have a look at
My curtains.
The do-do-do.
Bad. If you'll permit me to do so.
I thought we were gonna go into my room and you could have a look at my curtains.
Wink wonk.
Wait a minute.
It's not just the gnome that's coming on strong.
It's your married car.
I just said, look, she is not here.
You've got little eggs on the way.
Hey, look,
Think of the
what I I am thinking of the
No, your eggs.
what I am saying and what Car does are completely different things.
You know, that's
What
not
happens on the
that's-
shiny island stays on the shiny island.
Well,
Oh, bloody hell.
Let's
gonna
go.
try.
Come on, Arkin. Let's go look at the drapery.
You know what? No, you can do the rest of the session without me. Goodbye.
no, don't you dare leave us.
Don't leave me alone with him.
God damn it.
So
Well,
the two
As I am a priest if you need one.
Hey.
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go. No, I'm gonna go into Car's room. Is it unlocked? Or what? Because I assume that a key comes with the room.
So are both of you going up? Yes.
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 So you go up to Car's room, go
There's a
in,
candle lit.
and well, it's day. You don't need a candle. So
No, it's
you
the
enter, and yeah, it's this room is noticeably more spacious, and it has chairs, which your room does not have.
Say
And it
again.
has curtains.
Well, this room is more spacious than your room, and it has chairs, which your room does not have.
Lovely.
So, yes, you're here. What would you like to do?
Okay. Could I do first of all a general perception check on the room to see if anything looks out of place?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, that is +3. 1 second. Ooh, so that's 13.
Okay. everything looks ordinary. Nothing out of the ordinary is noticed.
Okay. And next up, I'm going to put my. So the curtains are still open, I assume.
Unless... So, Emichu, have you closed the curtains or not?
No.
Okay, then they're open.
Okay.
No, Emichu did not open the curtains. Ka did.
Okay, I'm going to put my hand up to the curtains to sort of attempt to sense, any sort of magical energy from them. And that will be a +6 to roll. So,
Oh, 9.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
yes.
that was our Knowledge Arcana, basically? Yeah?
that was Arcana. Yeah,
Arcana.
an Arcana.
Okay.
Arcana.
So...
Arcana.
What's the...
Arcana,
Actually,
Arcana.
I will very quickly need to look up the specifics on
Oh.
that skill, because... Oh, where is it? Where is it in the book? Is it in ability checks? Skills, yeah. Strength... Dexterity... Is it Arcana? Is that strength? Sorry, is that in intelligence based? There we go.
That's intelligence, and I've got a proficiency in it. So it's my usual +4, and then plus my proficiency bonus, which is +2.
Okay. So... You notice... Okay, so you don't notice any specific things that are there, but you do notice the absence of things. So...
Hang on, hang on. If I do, then that would have been the perception check rather than the Arcana check.
Well, Arcana is your ability... So I've looked at... So it's your... an Arcana check measures your ability to recall lore about spells, magic items, eldritch symbols, magical traditions, the planes of existence, and the inhabitants of those planes. So
Right.
it's not detect magic.
Right.
But you do have knowledge about different spells and different things, magical things, that could maybe cause curtains to open.
Right.
And you look through... Like, if it were ghosts, then there might be a bit of residue on the curtains, but there's nothing like...
Ghost.
But there's nothing like that. There are also any other residual particles or any signs of tearing that other more violent spells would have caused, or spell-like abilities. So, if this was a spell, then it was probably something like Mage Hand, maybe?
Well,
It was that eyeball hand.
I was going to say, yeah. Well, it's not a tradition of ghosts, as there's no residue on it.
Maybe.
An eye on
There's,
those
as you can see, there's no tearing.
Hold on a minute. Ghost leaves goo behind.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I was surprised when I heard it too.
So,
So, if it was a spell, then we're probably looking at something like Mage Hand. But if it wasn't, then
Carl kind of perks up when he hears Mage Hand.
perhaps just the thing floated outside your window and just opened your curtains just to freak you out.
Well, there was that the hand. It turned into a hand with eyeballs. Now you say Mage Hand. Is it that
Possibly.
hand? Mage Hand. Look, I am not well versed in spells and magic and stuff. It is not. Does Mage Hand involve eyeballs?
No.
No.
As far as I know, no.
No. As far as you know.
I mean, it is a hand, so it's more than likely it just could have used that hand, but Mage Hand is a spell that anyone can use if they put the work in.
But I don't need to put it like that.
Hmm.
It does not have eyeballs, then I don't think it was that.
I don't understand why it would do it, because I can't sense any magical effect, and you can still speak, so it wasn't an attempt to extend that affliction.
Also, the little latch on the window that holds it shut. It's just a simple latch, like a pivot where you push down one side and opens, so you can open and close them. And Mage Hand would have easily been able to open that as well, but the windows, as far as you know, have not been opened.
Is there dust?
No, this
window
room
lid?
was actually cleaned before you got it, so no.
Wow. The one hotel that actually cleans the window ledges.
The one time I didn't want them to clean.
If you look at the
Yeah. Yes. Next time I'm going to rent a dirty room.
if you look at the
Please
latch,
leave it dusty.
I need to know if there were intruders.
I want to see fingerprints.
if you look at the latch,
Sorry,
On the
Mr. W,
Yes,
go
go
on.
ahead.
if you look at the latch on the window there, that wasn't opened. So if a person was using Mage Hand, then they probably would have just opened the window fully, opened the window and the curtains. But being as it was just the curtains, then
This
I
is
can
why
only assume that they did it to freak you out or let you know of their presence or something.
This is why I don't like magic.
That's racist.
It is not. It is ability is.
Yes, nothing aside from that, I'm afraid.
Yes, and I double checked. Sleepwalking is not a side effect of my healing spell.
Okay.
Aww.
Imagine if it was just that.
Yeah.
It's a bit dark in here. Let me open the curtains. Oh, it's still nighttime. Okay, I'll go back to bed.
So, is that scene done, or do either of you still wish to do something here?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
Good. So then going back to the rest of the group, barring Mima, what are you doing, if anything, in particular during this time?
Outside.
Finishing my breakfast.
Yeah, finishing your breakfast.
Okay.
And then maybe outside where Carr was afflicted?
Yeah, I think we need to go to Mime.
Okay, so in that case, let's have a look and see how Mima's getting on.
Okay.
Everything's in flames. She's sprinting away.
No. Her and Ingrid are snogging. They're going to work.
Come on.
So, the town is just in the process of waking up. Some people look like they've already been up for quite a while. Some of the lanterns are just finished. They're just finishing to put out the lights. And some horse and carts are around already, probably on their way to the fields or to other places.
So has it rained in the night?
It doesn't look like it, no.
Okay.
So, you go find your way to the Hayshed boarding house where you have been once before.
Oh, we're already there.
You find
Okay.
your way there.
Okay.
Did you want to have conversation on the way there or not?
I mean, I was picturing it to be more of a walk.
It's
But-
not that long. You can do it in like maybe 10-15 minutes depending on how fast you walk.
I don't know, like,
Long enough for you to put on your magic lipstick that will knock him unconscious.
actually,
Actually, hold on, let me
Damn!
let me
See,
just
I do
quickly.
have that in my inventory.
Oh, my poison ivy, bloody hell.
Jack's backpack. Hold on.
I can hear a scroll wheel as if you're frantically searching your inventory.
Yeah.
She's looking in her bag going, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Uh,
Where is it? 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 Where is it
not really. Just the spells.
Frantically looking along the side of the road if there's a nice bush to hide a body in.
Well, no.
There are plenty of really big, like coastal sequoia-looking like trees, like basically big redwoods essentially, and lots of ferns and things like that.
No. What it is, it's for Mima to go in, and then when Ingrid walks far enough away, he won't know where she is.
Ah, okay.
There's a thing to hide.
Okay.
Everything good?
Yeah. I was just thinking about maybe a spell, but not really in this case. I've got spider climb again.
Something that'll make you forget that you've been enchanted.
Hide up a tree.
A spell to make you forget that you forgot that you've been forgotten.
Something like that, yeah. You don't
So
have
since
that really.
since it doesn't look like you have anything you want to do on the way there,
Spell of never-ending
So-
forgetfulness.
You just say,
Actually-
remember your promise. Remember your promise.
Yeah. But
So-
like out of character. So after the spell, so the subject will remember everything that's happened in that time properly, without any magical influence, and also like when they've been truthful to him as well, right? Or is it
what do you
only-
mean?
Like the entire thing, they remember the entire thing, right? Just as it objectively happened and not influenced in any way. That's the way the spell works, isn't it?
Well,
'Cause that's how I pictured it.
the description should be
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
clear.
Got
So
it.
it says, you
No.
attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within the range.
Mm-hmm.
Must make a wisdom saving throw, blah blah blah.
It is charmed
then-
by you until the spell ends, or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it.
Yeah, the charmed creature regards you as friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. So he basically
Okay.
realizes, hold on, that Mima put a spell on me.
Yeah.
That sneaky
Okay.
gnome.
That little gnome was so charming.
How dare
Damn it.
she?
And I told him his I told him my name as well. Okay. Right. So actually, on the way there, we'll have a scene.
Sure.
So we're walking along. Just walked outside of the inn, and we're still in the town, right? Or are we in the fields? Or like
No,
how?
the Hayshed boarding house is on the edge of town. So it's yeah. So it's
Okay.
basically right around where the houses stop. It's one of the first buildings you come across when you enter town from that direction.
Okay.
But as you leave him at the door, you can go sprinting across the field.
Yeah.
As you go,
so
you
Fast
step
as
on
your little gnome legs will
deflating.
carry
you step on a cobblestone that
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
flits out of into deflates.
Yeah. So I say, about those things. Do you know what the matter is? Like, what's the deal with those deflating cobblestones here?
That's really trying to make
It's-
conversation.
Well, there's so many scholars, so many majors have come here to try to investigate these, but it's just
So they're natural
starting.
occurrence.
Yeah, of course. Starting about best I can gather is that starting about, I think just over 2 years ago or so, really strange magical things started happening in this town. I mean, you screaming bloody daisies or pumpkins, horses that
The
I
backwards
don't-
horse, yes.
and cobblestones that fart when you step on them. I mean,
Nice.
this place is. There's a source of magic somewhere in this town that came here about just over 2 years ago, and nobody knows what it is or where it is. But
Right.
the town seems to be prospering from it, so nothing too serious has been happening and or
Right.
dangerous up until a couple months ago, when those shadow creeps started turning up.
Oh,
although
yes.
they might be unrelated. I mean, they haven't been around. Nobody's seen them or heard from them before this. So
also not in any other towns around, or just not here?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm
Right.
aware of.
Interesting. Right, so when did you say you came to this town again?
Well, it was over a year ago. I came to the town to study these magical effects, to write reports of them. Yeah, luckily I found work. It was right just in time too. I had a really unpleasant bit of illness, and I needed quite a bit of money to pay for clerics to heal me from that, and was lucky to find work from Metan when I did.
All right.
He's trying to make us feel bad for him.
The spell's still
Yeah,
going.
damn clerics always
Um,
charging too much
okay.
money.
Right. Well, glad you got better.
Yes.
Right. So about these shadowy creatures, we plan, that little group, we plan on investigating those and just having another look around town at night, tonight actually, and
Oh,
yes,
I
if we
see.
do find any.
Oh, maybe I could accompany that for then. Any new bits of information that we might get, and it's much safer in a group anyway.
Oh,
Yes, I mean we would be in a group. but,
Tell all
I
our
mean,
secret plans to everybody.
this poor man. He's like, I found a good group of friends. And he's gonna go home and go, oh wait, I got tricked by a cute little gnome.
And then what is he gonna do?
what is it?
Cry.
He's going to wait 21 minutes and get mad.
Yeah. No, we said 20. We said 20 years.
You said
So
20
as you're
minutes.
walking, you pass some people. One of them looks like the woman you met before over by the reverse horse, just kind of leaning against a tree, and as she sees you passing, kind of bows a bit, and just watches you pass. Doesn't take her eyes off you as you do.
Okay. So I say, okay. Right.
I mean, she said she'd be around, so.
Yeah.
You
that makes
look at him and
sense.
say, I think she tried to charm you.
No!
Look at that lipstick. Only people trying to charm someone wear that
No.
lipstick.
So I say, no. I say, oh, well, that would be lovely. Although I can't decide for the group. I'm merely a member of the group. I'll mention it to them. We'll discuss it. If it turns out favorably, I'll of course let you know.
Because tonight, like I said
Right.
before, tonight is the final night of recording things for my report, for my next set of reports before I have to go present
yes.
to Metan.
Oh yes, I remember.
And so, that's actually great timing.
It would be great if it worked.
I'd be sure. Again, if you do manage this, I'll put in such a good word for you and for the group with Metan.
Thank you. Well, either way, I will report your finding. We'll
No, I'll report my findings. It's
yes,
fine.
yes.
I'll
I'm
put
sorry.
in a good word
Giving
for
you
you.
time.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, you're just trying to take his thunder. Like, no. I'll
Of course,
I'll
getting
put
a
in
bit
the
tangled. Either way, whatever. If we find out anything tonight, I'll be sure to tell it to you. And we'll discuss about you joining our group in the investigation tonight. I mean, we may end up meeting anyway. Right,
Well,
and
Yeah, I'll be right here as you approach the Haysha boarding house. I've had a long night, and
okay,
I need to rest up.
makes perfect sense. Right, well,
stay with him until he falls asleep.
Oh, yes. That's going to be tricky, though, because you're going to have to stealth.
Thank you, Car.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
You just hear this bird chirping and like, oh, idea.
A little bird, actually a big bird told me.
Little bird.
A little bird told
God.
me.
Oh, Big Bird from Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Just whispering in your ear to
bird.
watch someone sleep and then creep away.
Not in this
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's it. That's it. I can come to your room with you, and I have a charm that will help you sleep.
So, hold on.
Is this the most cursed session yet? I think
Out of
it is.
character.
Hey, it's not a
You haven't
curse, it's a
cursed yet?
spell.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
Frantically looking through spells.
Yeah.
Do,
It's a
do you
cantrip.
have a sleeping spell? Do I have a sleeping spell?
I don't think per se. Although
But have But I've got a big thing that I can knock him out with.
that's not exactly my plan.
Not exactly, but it'll work.
It'll work. Gosh.
No, hold on.
Oh.
I am looking through them just so I'm sure it's not. I don't have anything else which will work better, perhaps.
Oh no, I'm scared of what you're gonna do.
You're scared. You're not.
I'm not in the
Actually,
scene. Yeah, well, no,
Okay,
I'm.
so
Yeah.
out of character, I've been at the Haitian boarding house before.
Yes.
I've not been inside. I've been in front of it. Did I get a rough estimate on its size? Like, how is it a huge building or is it a small shack, or like how large is it?
It's one story. So it's just the ground floor.
Okay.
And it's about. It's about maybe 60 foot wide along the road, and in depth you really didn't see.
Ooh. In that case,
You can
uh,
hide in the bushes below near his window
that's
until
what-
he falls asleep.
That was my
Yeah.
plan, but I don't know where.
Oh, and you got spider climb.
Oh yeah.
True. Oh yeah. Although.
How?
Although, like, how would I know where he's going in the house?
If only I had some sort of hunter's mark.
It's like, what's your room number? So if we have information to give you.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
And where's your bed
Good
positioned in the
thinking.
room?
That's good thinking, actually. Thank you, Willis.
We're shouting this out the window.
Oh my god.
Okay. VGR's off.
Bye bye.
Oh,
Yeah,
Thanks for
mate.
stopping by.
Bye.
Junior
Don't
one
blame me for
senior.
leaving after me.
Yeah, goodbye. Thank you for coming. That is great thinking, though.
As the GM sits there twirling his mustache, thinking of ways I'm going to really get them for cheating like this.
Anyway, right. So, yeah. My other plan, that wouldn't work. It's fine.
My other
Murder.
plan,
Dang.
that wouldn't work.
My other plan.
may work, which is actually your plan.
If you commit murder and get arrested, you can find your brother.
Okay, that wasn't my plan.
Genius.
That's the other plan.
Unless I get sent to a whole nother. Anyway, it's fine.
Oh yeah, a completely different prison. God dang it!
Yeah. Just one floor beneath.
How many prisons do you have on this island?
How many people commit enough crimes to warrant this many?
More than you think.
I mean, if this is a tyranny, then.
Yeah. Anyway, right. So we're at the Haitian boarding house. It's like a reception, or like, is it just a door and just?
Well, think. So it's a long building along the road.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
a couple steps up to the main door is to enter,
Mhm.
and there are a few small windows along the way, along the side.
Okay.
So as you approach the doors, you stop, and it says, "Right, well then, hopefully I'll see you tonight."
Indeed. Also,
Sure.
I mentioned about tonight if we do find anything like where could we report your findings? Like room number. Like could we have the room number of your
Oh,
place here?
all right. I suppose if it's night, you wouldn't want to wake up
No.
the happy couple. So
Ooh.
Oh,
Be another-
the
I think
At the end of the day.
room 6
Oh, yeah.
it was.
room 6.
Yes, just over
6,
there
6,
and then to the
6?
right.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you very much. I'll be sure to report our findings to you. If we do find anything, hopefully.
Kengo, you looked so panicked.
Right. Well, enjoy your rest. And
Sweating buckets like
I am so excited to see how this is gonna end.
it's been lovely
Okay.
meeting you, and well, have a nice rest again.
He nods and enters the building.
Goes inside.
Closes the
Now,
door
bloody
behind him.
run.
I dash off.
No, you're not staying.
No, I don't dash off away. I dash
I
off.
dash
Oh, okay.
after him.
No.
In through the door.
What? One more thing.
Just knocks him out.
Just one more thing.
Just one more thing. Yeah.
No.
With a cigar.
Yeah. So I dash out of. So wait. So I didn't actually go in though.
Well, you didn't say you were
Yeah,
going
no.
in.
So I don't dash off. I dash round the side. So picturing where he said the room was, like room
Yeah.
6. I dash round the side.
Okay. So
I
as you
use actually.
Hmm?
Now,
So-
6 windows.
Huh.
1, 2, 3.
Now, would it be the 6th floor on the left or the right?
He
Or
said
6th
right.
floor, but 6th room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, did he?
He did say on the right.
Yeah,
Oh.
he did.
Was it his right or our right?
And we're both next to each other.
I think you'll find it's my right.
Now, is that camera
You,
right?
you
or
count down
screen
6
right?
windows that sit there, but find out that
But
all of
also
the
it's
odd
mirrored
rooms
enough.
are on this side, and the
Yeah,
even number
like,
rooms are on the opposite
that's-
side of the hallway.
Yeah, I was about to mention as well, like in the UK with the house numbers, where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
And they definitely never skip house
Oh,
numbers
yeah.
in that.
Mm.
definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
There's never any A or B.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
C.
Right, so are there like any underbrush or like thorns or
Well,
thistles
as you,
beneath the windows?
although don't you have woodland? Don't you have
I've long
a?
strider, yeah.
So that means that.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah,
if I
well-
need to cast that, or if it's just.
Well, don't you have? Isn't there a special ability that you get as a druid, or is that in Pathfinder
I've
only?
got bark skin, which is something different. I've got spider
Bark,
climb.
bark.
Hmm.
No, I mean like a special ability for being a bard.
Oh, not spell. Dark vision, gnome cunning. No.
I don't think so.
No, it is.
Although, are you a druid of the which
Forest.
circle? Hold on, let me just quickly
Yeah.
see
I
what
have
that
got long
does.
strider. No, that is something different as well. No, that's not it.
Where is it? Druid circles.
Yeah.
Forest, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, that's the bark skin and spider climb.
climb, actually. If I climbed up on the side of the house and just on the roof along the side, I'd still be within 30 feet.
Hmm. You would.
So that would work.
Oh, that's a bit.
Hmm? So, would I
Yeah.
even need that at all? Or like, are there bushes? Or is
Well,
this
there are some ferns around along the wall.
Yeah, if
outside.
it's just
You can
ferns,
make your way through, yeah.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Although that's a bit, I find that a little disappointing because that's one of the druids in Pathfinder. The druids'
Yeah.
ability to ignore difficult terrain due to thicket or brambles or stuff like
True.
that.
So is that just not a thing at all? in
I
D&D
think
5e?
so. I don't think that's a thing in this.
There is rough terrain.
Yes,
And-
but I don't think that druids get to ignore that because I'm looking at the class
Is that a spell or?
and under
I think
no,
it's, if anything, it's rangers.
Oh
think.
yeah, I
yeah,
see.
but druids, the ones who actually get their magic from nature itself
Yeah.
like that. It's
Yeah, but rangers like live in nature and hunt and such, so that's why they get the rough terrain because they grew up
yes, but
in it
druids
and hunting.
druids literally are through. Anyway, so you go around the side, and
Yeah. So yeah.
how long do you wait there?
So by the 6th window.
Probably about 15 minutes.
So how many
Are
windows
you-
are there actually?
Um,
Are there actually 6 or is it like 16 or?
so along that way, there'd be. Actually, so if you go around the corner, which you would have to, because you've got the doors on the side and then you've got the corner that way, there are
Oh yeah.
3 windows going down that way.
Okay.
And that's
Three
the edge of
windows,
the building
and
there.
he said 6, oh no!
Oh no,
So
he can't count.
oh no.
He can't.
Or his room just doesn't have a window, I guess.
What are the chances of that?
I have no idea. I've not been inside this place.
Yet.
True.
Where the
Actually, could I?
odd number rooms are on one side of the hallway and even number rooms are on the other side of the
I
hallway.
mean, that
Yeah,
could
but
be
you
a
gotta
thing,
guess
but
which.
I don't know.
You gotta guess which side though.
It's just a gamble. I don't know.
In the meantime, that lady is still standing in the road staring at you.
Wow, this. I need to warn him not to date her. She be crazy. One date and she's waiting outside this hotel. God dang.
He's
Damn.
stalking him already.
Well, if you look
Listen to
over,
his
Oh,
asleep.
they start so young.
if you look over, you can see that she is actually still there a little bit. You walk a bit past her, so she's
Okay.
a bit down the road.
Is she looking this way?
Perception check.
Judgingly just going,
Do you really want to waste time on a perception check?
girl, no man is
No,
worth
I don't
this
think we
kind of
do.
level of stalking.
It's like stereotypical gnome stalker.
20.
Okay.
Actually, +2. That's 22.
Dang. You can tell what
so-
she's thinking.
Even though, so
Oh.
she's kind of leaning with her back against one of the large
Okay.
coniferous trees,
Mm.
and I kind of got her arms crossed, looking down, and it looks like she doesn't want. She wants to look like she's just kind of chilling out there, but actually you can see that she's just kind of glancing over a few times.
Looking at you out of the corner of her
Okay.
eye, shaking
Basically,
her
yeah.
head in
Yeah.
disgust.
No!
Just run over, ma'am, I swear I don't
It doesn't
usually
what it
do
looks
this.
like. I'm just waiting until
And then as soon as you get over, you get out of the range. You get out of the range, and then you hear.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, do I save my reputation or do I save
the
friends?
campaign.
So what are you doing?
So-
How long are you waiting there?
Can I go beneath the house as well, or is it on stilts?
It is.
or...
Yeah, it's on logs.
Okay, so I can actually dash beneath the house.
You can crawl
Can-
underneath if you
Oh,
like.
can we just all give Mima a round of applause
I'm not done yet. No, please.
for ruining her reputation for us?
No, it's
And
not
you hold up
yet.
her sleeve and talk about
Only if this works out, okay?
that. Yeah.
So I crawl beneath as fast as I can.
Okay, you
I'm a gnome, so
you
it
crawl
shouldn't
through
take too
some
long.
spiders' webs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, with
You feel You think you feel something crawling around your arm as
Or
you're
even
crawling.
faster.
Okay. Yeah. And then
I have a look at the other windows on the other side.
I thought you're under the building.
And they, I've always said and then, implying and then once I'm on the other side. But no.
So wait, where are you trying to get to?
I wanted to see on the other
Okay,
side of the
hold
building
on.
if that also
Hold
had
on.
three
Basically-
windows or not.
So 1 second. Let's see if the drawing thing works.
Oh yeah.
So basically, you've got the building
Where are you drawing?
on the left.
Okay.
So
Okay.
over here.
Yeah.
So basically that's the building there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the road down here. And then
Mr. Snipes, hello.
hello.
A mysterious man who smells of oranges appears. A moment later, he is gone again, and yet the sweet smell of oranges lingers.
Yeah, and so then you've got the entrance
Hello.
door there.
No, that's just Mima's part.
And you've got one window there, another window there, and then another window there. And then you've got loads of windows going
Okay.
along here as well. And then you've got the kind of stabling area over on the left there somewhere with a
We'll be
with a
on
fence like that.
Okay. Right. So where did we come from then? Did we come
You came
this
from the
side?
no, you came from the right.
Right. Okay. So we went like that.
Yep.
He went in there,
Yep.
and I went along there and saw 3 windows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see the shape now. That has made it a lot clearer. Thank you. So, but he said he said room number 6 on the right.
Yes.
So can I look behind here as well, like that?
Yep. There are no windows. However, there are several what look like stone-built fireplaces, the backs of fireplaces along. Looks like there are 3 of them. It looks like there's one around there, and there's one around there, there's one there.
Okay. So if I looked in, could I have seen that there's maybe like a corridor going on this side where the windows are, and that those are just like there's another room, there's another wall along here, where the rooms like start like that. So there's a wall here, and that's the corridor.
You didn't.
I didn't look in properly.
So it looked like, well, you could have maybe gotten a glance in. It looked like there's a corridor that was going back this way, and then
okay.
maybe one that could have branched off like that.
Mr. Snipe
Well, actually,
says
no, it would have been.
it's
Sorry,
Yeah.
it would have been.
Mr. Snipe says it's gonna cost you 1 box of donuts if you want this case solved quick and easy.
Of course.
No, sorry. It looked. 1 second. Let me just get this right. So
What
it looked
about-
like there was a corridor like that, and then
Okay.
it looked like there was something going off in this direction as well.
We don't have donuts, but we have croissants. Will they do?
No, we have
Croissant?
we have
Maybe.
sweet rolls.
Mm.
Ah, I could have dropped my croissant.
Yeah. Okay. So if this interesting.
Croissants are indeed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Interesting,
yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. So I'm just figuring out the range of my spells. So, is there a grid? That's not the actual grid.
No, that's not the proper
Ah.
size.
'Cause I was thinking like, if that's
You
30
said
feet
it
like
was
that,
No.
I mean,
You said it was 60 feet along the road.
Yeah,
yeah.
but this is just a rough representation, just
Yeah.
to get an idea of what the layout
Shape
is
is.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So what was it again? 30 foot or 20 foot? My spell.
30.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 30. Okay. So I'm going to go here.
As you're crawling underneath, you feel something squishy under your fingers and realize you're under the public facilities.
Oh no. I knew I shouldn't have let Jesse off lead. I'm so sorry.
So I'm gonna go around here. Just gonna
Okay.
go here. Like the whole underneath the building bit. Could we retcon that? Because I wasn't really
Sure.
that sure on how the building was formed.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. So I'm
Rewind.
going, so I saw him go in there. I dashed off toward the side. I dashed around there. Saw 3 windows. Then I made my way here, and I'm just hoping that his room is around here. Because I'm just inferring.
Did
that
you peek in any of those windows as you ran by them?
Why not?
Well, hold on.
I'm just
Mr.
jumping
Snipe
up.
says, I did the Roll20 tutorial yesterday and muddled up things terribly. I ended up with a dire rat in the control room. I don't see how that's a problem.
Was that spaceship tutorial? I've not seen the tutorial.
Yeah, I've not done the tutorials.
So wouldn't that be a space rat instead of a dire rat?
A dire space
As I
rat.
said, how I don't see this as a problem. I see this as an absolute win.
Okay, so I'm gonna go there. Actually, yeah, I think that'll be good. So I hop up and just look in the window at the fall down again.
Okay, well,
Is it a perception check for all 3 of those windows?
no.
1?
If you want to.
This is like when you're
Okay.
really desperately trying to find Wi-Fi.
The half-dressed halfling sees you peeking in the window and lets out a blood-curdling scream.
Okay.
It's a peeping mima.
So, okay.
It's oddly fitting with the 6.
Yeah. So the first 2 are you just regular rooms. Doesn't look like there's anybody in there at the moment. Third one looks like there's just some guy who's currently getting dressed.
Cover your eyes.
Damn.
Arkin?
What?
How did you get here so fast?
Talking.
So I
had to save you from yourself.
okay. So
Now come on in.
So I fall down again, and I dash around there, and I just wait here.
Okay, for how long?
So you hear an angry, those so and so.
I don't want to stick around like that long, honestly.
Especially that no.
Well, I thought you wanted to stay until you know the spell's worn off and hope that he fell asleep before the spell wore off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People who can
but
fall
I see
asleep
you've got
under
quite a while
15
to go.
minutes.
Ooh, actually,
Crazy.
Well, he was up all night, so maybe he's really tired.
good point. I've got spider climb though.
Are you gonna pretend to be a spider again?
Spider mima. Spider mima.
Interesting idea. Okay, this is always castable because forest circle. So I'm gonna cast that. It's a 2nd level spell. And I'm gonna
Wait, what are you casting?
spider
Oh,
climb.
wait, if it's always
right.
so wait, when you say
Okay,
it's always castable, do you mean that it does it expend a spell slot still or not?
It doesn't. As,
Okay.
as I understood it,
Is it a
then
cantrip?
No,
Well,
it's
it's a
because of
class
the-
ability from the druid circle.
because of the forest circle
Oh.
druid. I can always cast it apparently, and that's how I understood it back then.
Mr. Snap says, "You don't need any spells to put me to sleep. That happens naturally quite often."
Hey, our streams aren't that boring.
Hopefully not
Right.
on these streams.
Okay.
How rude.
Okay, I got a question about the spell.
Yes.
It's got, you said like a 40-foot range?
30.
Which
Or
one?
30?
The charm person. That was 30 foot.
Yeah, 30
Yeah.
foot
Yeah.
of someone that you can see.
He's,
So if they get out of your sight, does
Is
it
it
still
really?
work?
No. It's
you
if
have
you.
to see them to cast it.
Yes.
I don't
That's it.
think and then it's just the range, I believe.
Yeah, you have to be able to
Okay.
see them.
Okay,
but
okay,
then-
Yeah.
that's what I was.
Yeah. That's
You have
good.
to see them to cast it, but they don't have to stay in your sight.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Okay.
good.
They
That's
just
how-
have to,
yeah,
they
that-
just have to be within 30 feet of
Yeah,
you.
they have to stay.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
how
main.
I understand it.
Good
at least.
thinking. I'm glad it's
Okay.
not the case.
Willis, working against us.
Oh, I didn't want the GM to pull a surprise on us and say, "Yeah." Twirls mustache evilly.
I mean,
Yeah.
that would mean if you blink, the spell ends.
Blink. Blink and the spell ends.
Oh no! Don't blink! Don't blink!
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
Don't even
Close
blink.
one eye, and then the other eye. Then close one eye, and then the other eye.
It's the weeping gnome.
Or a CP
So-
173.
We've barely got time left. So,
I will be if this doesn't work.
how long are you going to wait there?
So about spider climb, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna cast that because I always can. I'm gonna climb up the climb up the chimney here,
Woo.
and
Santa?
I mean, look at my costume. It's close enough, isn't it?
Carpet erosion.
You're a lot smaller than I thought you were. You're one of the elves.
Well, gnomes, but yeah.
Mr. Snipe says, a nice BBC documentary on the carpet erosion taking place in various palaces is quite enough to send me to sleep for a good 7 hours and then room's bath. You started late.
Yeah, I mean, Mrs.
Yeah,
Snipes
you're right.
just showed up.
Mrs. Snipes did come a bit late, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that. Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
That's my fault. Room's bath. I'm sorry.
so
it'll be fine.
you are
So I'm now on the roof right here,
sure.
and so is the chimney running? Are any of these
No, it's
chimneys
stationary.
Depends on if they have that mod installed.
You don't.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see any smoke.
Maybe BBC documentaries are a spell.
Okay.
Some of them are really interesting.
A mass spell transmitted through the airwaves to put everybody to sleep.
Okay. So can I actually? So are they like how tall are these chimneys?
You climb on the roof and adjust the antenna so it's pointed to the BBC satellite.
He'll fall asleep now for sure.
Well, so kind of, if you tell me what your plan
Yeah.
is,
So
then
I wanna discern whether I can at all hear him down there. So I want to maybe listen at the chimney or like down the chimney
Well-
to see if I can hear him.
Just thinking, you hear him going, "Wow, I can't believe how lovely that gnome is. I can't wait to see her later tonight."
well, this is a thatched roof, so
Yeah.
you don't. And if you listen at the chimney, I guess you'd have to roll perception, but
Okay, I can do that.
As a cloud of smoke comes up and
Yeah,
chokes you.
you can
I was thinking
vaguely
that too.
you can vaguely make out a dwarvish voice talking something about not again. The already something already yesterday and something not being stinky.
Are
Okay.
you glad your feet don't smell?
You got
That's
the
not
wrong
right
chimney.
Okay.
You're not on Santa's good list. You're
So I'm now thinking, okay, maybe he meant going in here, going along there, and then on the right. So I dash over to this one and I listen. Do I have to roll again?
So
Like, I want to listen on those chimneys if I can hear him down there, or if it's just
you
any
don't
other
hear
people.
him. You don't hear him.
Okay. No, I don't know.
if you hear happy humming
I
of a
think you
man
should
in
just-
love, you know it's him.
Teleport the heck out of there and cut your losses and hope for the best.
It does cross your mind that if he was at this side over here somewhere,
Yeah.
and you go all the way over to this side, then you would have already gotten out of the range. If he's over on the right.
And if he's not already asleep.
Hmm.
Which he probably is.
How do you know?
If he fell asleep that quick, he is.
So,
Okay,
Evil.
that's another thing. Can you
yeah.
tell if you charm someone? Can you tell that the charm stopped, that they got out of range?
I don't think so, because the spell in the description it didn't mention
So
that.
if I went
I
in-
don't think so.
So when if I
It's-
went if I went
But I
over
don't
to him
know.
again, would he then be affected again, or would that just
I
be
no, I
status?
don't think so. I
Because
don't
some
think so.
people. Oh, I think it's if they are neutral towards you, you can cast it again. But if he
Oh, yeah?
discovers that he's been
Hmm.
charmed and he's not happy about it,
Yeah,
then
but
you can't.
the spell
Um,
wouldn't
Okay.
just pick off where it left off.
No.
okay.
It
It would
wouldn't.
have to be recast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was
But
I
he'd
gonna
have to
say?
see him to recast it.
Hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was going to say something. Yeah, because no, you can't sense if someone's charmed because it's been a thing in like previous campaigns that
Hmm.
I've been in. Is
Okay.
like you charm them, and
Hmm.
then the DM doesn't tell you whether you passed or failed, and then it's like, okay, well, this bugger knows that we tried to charm him.
Yeah. Well, you then try to calm him.
So then it's like, oh, he was playing us for a fool.
Yeah. I see.
So,
Okay.
you spend some time waiting there, listening to various
Yeah.
chimneys, getting bits of conversations that you
It's a
have
so-
little to or actually no context about.
Okay.
And then what?
So wait. I mean, So Mama would
Make
be
some spooky
thinking.
noises.
I don't want to wake him up though.
No, but make some
Although-
spooky noises like we've been trying to contact you about your extended warrant.
Your extended chariot warranty.
Chariot?
I don't have a chariot. Do you mean
Lovely.
Harriet, my wife? Yeah.
Do I have ghost sound really?
I wonder how many sessions we're gonna have of this.
On the roof?
No, just of this in general, because good God.
Hey, you can't say you're not enjoying it.
Yeah.
42 years later, we finally find the Green Matriarch.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
W's like, yeah, and I hate that I'm enjoying it.
Okay. No. Okay. So So Mama would be thinking that if he does plan, I mean, it is quite early. So is it still early in the morning?
Yes.
So I'll be thinking that if he plans on like waking up at night
Killing you?
and like being awake quite a considerable portion of the night, he may be wanting to get some sleep now. So I would be waiting for maybe like 10-15 minutes, I would say.
Okay.
Another 5 minutes. Then I'll be using Spider Climb again to get down, then dash off back to the inn.
Okay.
Don't forget you promised.
And
Yeah.
as you do so, you can see that shady-looking woman is still there as you run past.
I'd say,
She was leaning back, all kind of like chill, cool, like, and as you run past, you kind of, and as your head kind of follows you. as
it's
you
a long story!
It's not what it looks like.
She winks and gives you a knowing smile.
No, but she does uncross her arms.
Yeah, dash and run, girl, before he does the same. Let's go.
Right. So,
Okay.
uh,
So I'll just say, it's a
Yeah.
long story!
It's not what it looks like.
That as well.
right.
I'm a single gnome.
So, we did.
I'm a good gnome, I am.
So we did start late. So are people okay to go overtime a little bit, or should we end here?
For a little bit, I'd be okay with it.
Okay. I mean, I think we started like 11 past.
We can go for an extra 37
That's fine.
A bit
seconds.
more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like it was 13 past, 14. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So right.
We can
Excuse
all
us,
wait until Mima gets back to the inn so that we can all give her the look.
Whoa! Yeah,
So, do we
girl.
know what happened?
So while all of this is transpiring,
Yeah.
Well, we're not
is
Yeah.
there
dead, so
anything
thank you.
anybody else would like to do?
Yeah, please go to the others, please.
Go get Sorum and Alea up.
Okay. So
We had time to finish our breakfast, that's for sure.
mhm.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
So you go over, and as you get to their doors, you can already hear that they're walking around inside their respective rooms.
I'll knock on
No.
Aaliyah's door and say we're going to go out and check the area where Carl was attacked last night.
You're listening?
Do you want to come with us?
Oh, yes, sure, of course.
Carl
Somebody
wants-
else can get Sorum.
Yeah, Carl wants to go over to Soren's room
Okay.
and just
Oh no.
Back on the door.
bash on the door.
You just peg through the door.
Bash on the door and try and do like a voice and just go, Scale Guard, open up!
Oh
Try to roll bluff.
Hey, it worked once before.
If you mean it.
A what? Bluff
I
check?
mean
Bluff
it.
check?
Yep.
Yes.
Check.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that charisma? That's what-
That
No?
should be.
Oh, there's no bluff in this one.
Deception
It-
then, or whatever
Deception.
it's called.
Deception, yeah.
Intimidation. Intimidation? Isn't it
Mm.
intimidation though?
No.
Not
Okay.
bluffing, no.
Deception, sure.
Oh god.
Every yeah, it's the scale. God, open up.
Let's get
Yeah.
guard.
Open up.
Yeah. So you hear a voice from inside saying, "Oh, you startled me so. Come on with," and
Love you. See you downstairs. Bye.
Hateful.
okay, sure. So you meet downstairs. After a few moments, Elia Goldmar comes walking down. And see, she's just in the process of finishing to put on the last, like her belt and the last bits of things. As she walks down the stairs, says,
Don't forget your gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
"Hmm."
Yeah.
Just, good morning, everybody. Oh, Car, how did you sleep last night? Oh, is your voice back? Can you speak again?
Gargle gurgle, Babadook.
His voice is fine.
Again. Let me have a bit of fun, Kaka.
Oh, that's a relief. Do we? Are there any further developments, or?
We met a chap by the name of Ingrid Finchweed, who
Never heard
kind
of him.
lowers voice that Mima may have charmed magically.
Oh, Mama can do that.
Apparently.
Yes.
Hold on.
What do you mean, ah?
Mr. Snipe says bergamot and chia seed yogurt would probably taste awful, but might present magical qualities in this world.
Hmm.
I feel like we're on one side of a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says, well, just it's such a. The magic of friendships is something that is not exactly foreign to bardic magic users, shall I say?
Calm down, Twilight Sparkle. It is. No. It was because he had the information that we needed. It was not because. Arkan, Brack, can you? I don't know magic. Can you explain, please?
Sorum.
There is a spell.
Oh no, Sora.
There is a spell that is known officially as Charm Person. That was Mima used that spell on Ingrid to get information out of him.
Oh,
Useful information certainly, but the issue with the spell is that the person knows they've been charmed.
yes,
So
I know.
I wouldn't want to be Mima.
Yeah, I know. That's so. That really isn't handy, is it? Like
No.
it's making people be a bit more favorable to you, but then you always have that snag of them realizing. It's really frustrating.
Mm. And I believe the plan is when Mima gets back is we're going to go We're going to sort of retrace Car's steps to see if we can find any more information about the thing that attacked him.
Yes, good. Well, let's get going then, shall we? Looks like it's a beautiful day outside.
Well, we're still missing 2 people.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were going to meet up there. Oh, I just assumed.
Well, we
Well,
didn't
if we're going to
discuss
wait for a while, then I might as well get a little bit of breakfast on the go. Goes over
it is
order something.
not on the go. It will be on Sodom.
At that point...
Oh wait, no.
damn
Get those gold coin useful.
At that point, Sorum comes walking down the stairs.
Evening, up morning.
Morning, evening.
It's like one of your intros.
Look,
God damn
Mr.
it.
W, I know you're tired, and I know we've gone overtime, but it's still funny.
God damn it.
So, comes down, says, oh, good morning. I have slept quite well. I trust everybody else has slept well also.
Yes, except all right.
So what's...
I do believe I had an unexpected visitor, but we do not know.
Oh. So what's the order of business today? Are we going to meet with my employer, or...
Do you know a man named Ingrad?
Well, I out of character, I'm just gonna have to roll because I do not know.
It's like, hold on a minute, let me just look through my Facebook friend list. Hold on a minute.
I'm glad that you said it.
Okay. So he
Purposely
says...
not saying last name.
So he says... doesn't ring a bell. Are you... Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, that is my investigation over.
I believe the plan, when Mima gets back, is to retrace Car's steps to see if we can find anything, and then in the evening we'll be going to the boarding house to, investigate the rest of the place.
You don't have to. You don't have to stay there. It's on the edge of town, and the edge of town isn't very safe recently.
Listen, you sussy baka.
That's why we're going to the edge of town to investigate.
Because I believe you said that that's where the majority of the cases were taking place.
Well, on the edge of town, it's been. That's where people tend to get more attacked. Yes.
Right, and after we've investigated that, you'll be... Remind me how it goes. After we investigated that, you'll be taking us to Skrull, or was there a bit in between that?
If you like, yes. Though I'm still not entirely sure on what we're going to tell him, but we can work that out later.
What I'm essentially trying to do, Soren, is I'm trying to do it so that he thinks it's all gone according to his plan. I think that would be the easiest route for all of us.
Yes, well, in that case, then we'd have to carry on, and I'd have to take you up to the Green Matriarch's lair first, before we meet him.
All right.
I don't like it, but if it needs to be done, then so be it.
But
There's always
then
something
if we
going on.
could make up a reason why we've skipped that. Because if there is an important reason for you to speak with him, then if it's in everybody's best interest, there's no reason why we couldn't skip ahead. I don't think.
I'd be for that. I would be for that if I wasn't horrendous at lying.
Yeah, I'm not great at improvisational lying, but I have a bit of experience in.
Like the whole deception of.
Yes, rehearsed. If it's rehearsed, I can
Yes.
do it. If it's improvised, then.
Well, in that case, you might need to do the talking to him. In that case,
He
And start
swallows.
thinking. And start thinking of what you're going to say.
you'll be all right. I'm not. As long as I can, I'm not going to let him hurt you.
Oh, we will.
By the way, Mr. Snipes, this
Joking.
D&D behind the screen. The unique twist is that I record all my prep and GM report videos after and before each session, so that if you want to, you can have a look at the playlist, and you get to be clued in as to what I've got prepared and planned and so on, if you like. Right, so...
Yeah. Which the players can't watch.
Roughly around that time, Mima comes running back in, somewhat out of breath.
Right.
How did it go?
He's in the Haitian
I'm
boarding house.
married.
He's in the Haitian boarding house. I didn't see him running after me. Everything seems fine.
Did anybody see you?
That old lady from before. We talked. Remember who talked about that? The spectres crossing in the
Oh,
woods.
yes.
Take a breath, dear. Take a breath.
Thank you. She was there.
Only one. Sorry.
She was by a tree. She looked like she was pretending to not listen, but I think she saw me. All seems fine now. He may be asleep now. I'm not sure. I don't know. I know he's in the boarding house. So
At this point, Elia says, "Oh, you needed someone to be put to sleep? Well, I could have been help with that."
Right. Well, thank you. Honestly, didn't think about that at the time.
Too little, too late.
Yeah, right. So what's the plan now?
Go back to where Carl was attacked and essentially try and retrace his steps to see if we can find anything. And after that,
Okay.
I assume we're going to investigate the edge of town to find out about those shadow creatures. And I suppose we'll go from there.
Right. Okay. Right. So that was Ingrid Finchweed. Sorum, Alia. Ingrid Finchweed. Man was here.
They
This
kind of
morning.
look at each other and both don't seem to recognize the name.
Okay, so someone doesn't recognise this surname. Thanks for that.
And well, he voiced his. It's his last day here in the town, and he voiced
Really?
his. Didn't he say?
No.
Sorry.
I think it was last day before we had to go report.
Yeah.
Okay. So he lives here. Well, like how?
Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah.
staying at the boarding house.
Okay. Sorry, retcon that. Yeah,
Who are you
I
talking to,
got
Mike?
that mixed up. Sorry. Out of
It's
character.
okay. Don't worry, it's fine.
Okay. So say, sorry. So I say, so. Well, he said he'd really like to. Well, I told him about us investigating these paranormal activities at night, wanting to do that, and what happened to Carl yesterday, and he seemed to be taking notes about that, and I told him that we'd do it again tonight, and he said he'd really like to come with us. I'm not sure if anyone would want that. I mean, you haven't even met him yet, but I said that I'd report our findings to him because he seemed really interested in that.
At this point, Elia says, "But when I charm people, usually they find out that they've been charmed after the spell's worn off, and they're usually a bit less agreeable."
Yes, that's good. That's a good point, actually.
We've got you've made your bed and you've made your bed and now you have to lie in it. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, if he is, I did wait on the roof. So when there was about 20 minutes left, I think.
That's when
You
Storm
waited on
says,
the roof?
Storm says, on the
Not
roof?
much.
What did you do on the roof?
I wasn't exactly sure where his room was. I mean, he said room number 6, but on the right. I mean, where on the right? I mean, there was a corridor going to the left. There was a corridor going straight ahead. I had no idea where it was. There were 3 chimneys. I can climb really good as a druid. I mean, from the
You really need to take a class on stalking.
Just as you're saying that,
I wanted to stay
some
around.
some other patrons come in to probably order breakfast or things like that, and some people start coming down the stairs as well who are staying here, and the space is becoming a bit more occupied than it was previously.
Okay. On the one, that does also have its upside. I mean, we don't. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Interesting. Noted. Well, technically not, but sure. Anyway, so I say, well, I waited around because I think he wanted to get some sleep. I waited around until I thought he may have gone to sleep, and yeah, hopefully went to sleep while I was there. While the spell was still going.
At this point, Elia says, if this is an individual who we don't want to be tracked down by, I don't know if he seemed dangerous or not, but if he did,
Not really.
then maybe we should sleep somewhere else tonight?
Well, we're actually going to go out investigating tonight, so we won't be here sleeping.
Oh, right, yes, good.
Right.
No problem then.
I did have the spell on him, so don't know how much that changed, but he didn't really seem. He seemed quite friendly.
And we'll see how much the promise you made him keep.
Yes,
works.
and while he was under spell's influence, so out of character, how close are the other people, the other patrons? Are they right next to us, listening in, or are they
it's
right
just-
around?
Just
a few
the
people?
They're going,
space
"These
is getting a
weirdos."
bit more like.
Like how
maybe,
openly can I talk
like,
to her
Well,
and to Sora?
the closest people are maybe like 15 or 20 feet away.
Okay. Should be fine. So I say right, well, I was under spell's influence. He did say that he was
Right.
also employed by Skralmetan, and well, we can discuss this while we're out at the other place.
At this point, Storm says, yes, maybe talk outside while we're walking might be a good idea.
Yes.
Roomsbath says, investigating the whole night. And then
We
Mr.
may
Snipes,
have to.
they're just going to go peep in windows again.
Of course.
Mr. Snipes also said before, wise choice. Sleep as far away as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, have fun with your D&D game.
Indeed. November 17th.
It can be a bit easy to
Friday.
It can be a bit easy to get overwhelmed with all of the things on the character sheet and all those rules, but thing is, like the vast majority of it is stuff that you look up. That's only necessary in a sliver of the situations.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that is true.
yeah. So it's always situationally important, and then you can look it up. And so, even though it might look intimidating, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
And I think that that's probably where we're going to end today. So,
Okay, that seems good.
yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Mr. Snipes, for example, today I only really
Nice.
needed perception Just move perception score. That's it.
Well, we don't. Yeah. Well, we don't. I don't really run a combat.
Yeah, it depends on the campaign
Yeah.
how much different things get used, but yeah.
So
As Ingrid comes bursting into the door with a group of scale guards saying, "There she is!"
That's the one.
You've already nearly gotten in trouble for charming people, and I had to bail you out. Am I gonna have to bail you out again?
That's the one. She broke my heart.
I said I was
I
gonna
demand
leave him here.
compensation.
I said I
She
was
just
gonna leave him
charmed
here.
me, used me, and cast me aside.
I demand compensation, and remember, they're rich. Anyway,
But yeah.
yeah, it was fun. Even if there wasn't that much progress made, it was fun.
It was great.
So-
Yeah.
Mrs. Knipe says, well, it's a group designed for new people to play, so I already signed up for Roll20 and the D&D site as well.
Good.
Okay. The D&D site, you've...
Probably
there's
D&D
accounts
Beyond.
there.
Probably
yeah.
you mean D&D Beyond.
Thanks for the fun and good night. Yes, you're welcome.
That's her, Mima Finchweed.
Wait, you got married?
No!
They will help me with building a character. Good. That's good.
That's nice.
Hope you have lots of fun.
Indeed.
In fact, I'm sure you will.
Mm-hmm.
So, good night, everybody.
Indeed.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.